You are listening to Radio Long Island City, recorded at our studios near Hell Gate, 9 kilometers north of the Harbor Hill Moraine. And now, the Observatory. The Observatory, Monday the 28th of April, 2025. It is 39 days after the spring equinox. It is 53 days before the summer solstice. By the Islamic calendar, the month of Dhul Qa'dah begins tonight at sundown. By the Hebrew calendar, the month of Iyar also begins at sundown. By the French Republican calendar, it is the 9th day of Floréal, the day of the Hyacinthe, the hyacinth. The sun rises today at 5:58 a.m. Solar noon takes place today at 12:53 p.m. The sun sets today at 7:49 p.m. Civil twilight ends at 8:19 p.m., and nautical twilight ends at 8:55 p.m. The length of daytime today is 2 minutes, 23 seconds longer than yesterday. The moon is in its waxing crescent phase and is 1% full at midday. The first quarter will arrive on Sunday, the 4th of May. These are the predicted tides today for Horn's Hook. In the early morning, low tide, 5:14 a.m., minus 12 centimeters. Near midday, high tide, 1:31 a.m., 1 meter 68. In the early evening, low tide, 5:20 p.m., 3 centimeters. Near midnight, high tide, 11:47 p.m., 2 meters 1. This is the Monday Reservoir Report for New York City. The Delaware Watershed. Cannonsville, 94% full. Papacton, 92%. Neversink, 92%. Rondout, 97%. The Catskill Watershed. Schoharie, 94%. Ashokan, 97%. The Croton System, 98%. In our shared realm of plants and animals, according to the Wildlife Conservation Society, one day last week there were 16 observations of humpback whales in the waters around Long Island. Commemorations. On this day in 1253, the Japanese Buddhist monk Nichiren first propounded Namu Myoho Renge Kyo. He declared this phrase to be the essence of Buddhism. To this day, followers of his sect chant the phrase as a central part of their practice. Namu Myoho Renge Kyo is the title of the Lotus Sutta in Japanese, combined with an honorific. While translations vary, it may be rendered, Hail to the sublime Dharma of the Lotus Sutra. On this day in 1937, the yellow fever vaccine was developed at the Rockefeller Foundation in New York City by Max Tyler. Give thanks today for medical research. On this day in 1947, Thor Heyerdahl and his 5 Nordic crewmates set sail from Peru on the raft Kon-Tiki, bound for Polynesia. Heyerdahl wanted to prove that the early inhabitants of the Andes region could have made the same voyage. Kon-Tiki was a balsa log raft built after the fashion of Inca craft. He and his crew made landfall on August 7th in the Tuamotu archipelago. By undertaking his voyage, he demonstrated that early mariners were very capable of long-distance sea journeys. On this day in 1967, during the Vietnam War, Muhammad Ali, the great boxer, refused to be drafted into the United States Army. He was stripped of his championship title the very next day. Today is a day to remember an act of civil disobedience. On this day in 2004, conditions at the American-run prison at Abu Ghraib in Iraq were first revealed by CBS News. Prisoners had been tortured and abused by American troops. A day to remember the role of a vibrant free press and to stand up for the humane treatment of prisoners wherever they are held. And finally, we wish a happy birthday to Supreme Court Justice Elena Kagan, born this day in 1960. Happy birthday, Elena Kagan. And that is the Observatory, Monday the 28th of April, 2025.